All right, guys, this is Elizabeth Kwam from Engedi Grove. I hope you subscribe and like our videos. I'm going to show you how to properly clip a chicken's wing. I am going to start with our rooster. His name is Peck. I said our rooster, but actually I gave my nephew Peck as his pet to keep at my place. So it is my nephew Rex's pet rooster. I'm transferring the birds out into this chicken tractor for the growing season. I'm just gonna clip his wings and then put him in there for the night so that he can get a new found roosting spot. Okay, you'll want to take the wing about right here and clip it about right here on one side, like so. Because what this does, by only clipping one side of the wing, it allows him to fly up, but he'll start to go around in a circle a little bit and he won't be able to fly very well. And then he'll learn, like, I can't do this, I can't control myself. If you clip both sides of the wings, then he will, if he flies, he will just not be very awesome at it and he'll be able to go in the direction he wants to. But he won't be able to go in the direction he wants to if he only has one side clipped. So just clip one side and be done with it. I wonder what he'll think, what his first thoughts will be when he tries to fly up onto the thing. He will be able to fly up onto one of these perches, but he won't comfortably be able to fly other places. All right, he's really not sure what's going on. All right, he's got to get used to this area. Okay, and we just want to say that it actually does not hurt the chicken at all to clip the wings. It doesn't have any feelings of nerves or anything. It's like giving yourself a haircut. And oftentimes, and they will grow back their feathers the next year after their molt. But oftentimes they learn not to fly over the fence. Of course, you always have your issues. And you can use whatever to cut the wings, the wing feathers. But I liked to use the some. All right, we can figure that out together. And I have quite a few other chickens, and I wasn't gonna do chickens because all of behind me floods. But we are actually, see that equipment down there? We're actually going to be building a pond, and we're going to be building a berm inside this field as well. So that'll be an interesting video, or 2 or 3. So that'll be fun. This is why you do not want chickens in your garden areas. So they scratch at the ground and they bare root plants so that they're more susceptible to frost damage and dying and dehydration. Ducks won't do that. It is snowing. I don't know if you can see it. It is snowing in Iowa right now. That's another reason why I love ducks. They'll nose around in the mulch a little bit, but other than that, they leave the mulch alone and they don't hurt the plants. Some plants they like to eat and nibble at, but so do your chickens. So that's another reason why I really enjoy ducks. I will say that that type of behavior is actually very advantageous when you are trying to create soil in a more back to eating gardening method, because it's almost necessary to have those chickens scratching up the mulch and mixing their poop and all this compost in and then creating new soil. So they are extremely advantageous in that way, but when set up properly and not in your garden areas. Well, this hurts my witness. 2 of them were out this morning. Well, I know that that is the proper way to clip your bird's wings, but you still might have problems. The hard fence, either they went over or maybe they mastered it, but my guess is that they went underneath the gate. The ducks aren't really getting out because they're just kind of have learned that that's their home, that's their spot. They're laying their eggs out there and everything. So they've kind of realized that that is their home. But the chickens, it's gonna take some time, and it might be locking them in that spot, creating some habitat for them to lay their eggs. And also, once we get the hot wire on top of our fence, because we need to put a hot wire on top of our fence, that wiggly line is gonna make it not enticing for them to fly up onto. And what's fun about ducks is that they don't really fly at all. I mean, we've had some random flyers, and one of my friends, one of their ducks consistently flew as she was taking a feed to their coop. So it would get really excited and fly a bit in the air. She called her Claire, Claireborn. They just stay in the field, and if they can't, you can literally contain ducks. This is why I love them so much. It's so easy to manage ducks. You can contain them in a 2-foot high fence. And it could even be a flimsy fence at that. But with the flimsier fences, the propensity for them to get scared and then topple over the fence and walk out of it is more probable. But the domestic ducks hang around just like the chickens do. Once they know home is home, they don't go far.